What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion. As you know, the market showing a lot of dramatic movement in the market, including gold and USD pairs doing exactly according to the analysis. What you can see on the screen, gold price section. Now what you see that there is a bullish engulfer has been formed in the previous session. There is a news coming up later today, and we'll see after this bullish engulfer on the 4-hour time frame. We'll look at how the gold price is going to move. So we'll look at all of them one by one. Guys, before I begin this session, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Make sure you do that, and let's begin one by one. And also, guys, use the live chat if you want to ask any question, or if you want me to analyze your favorite pair. I'll try to cover all of them. So first of all, looking at gold, because this one was looking before starting this live session, we have seen that from this Fibonacci level, from the daily perspective, there is a strong bullish move happened. This bullish engulfer has broken out of the structure completely to the upside. As you can see that initially we have seen a local channel, which is basically a bull flag that I have posted analysis early today. Probably you have seen that from that bull flag, gold initially has broken down. This is how it normally happen when you see a bull flag. If it wants to, let's say this is the pole of the bull flag, all right, and it will normally, in most cases, you'll see it will break down, grab liquidity, and then it will again break out to continue its trending direction. So gold, as you can see, that long-term bullish trend starting from here, the price was creating series of higher high and higher low. So what we see that here, gold has broken out of this structure with this red candle, and then immediately has gone up, crossing this 20 period moving average, has created a very strong bullish candle. Now what I think that as news is coming just after an hour, what I think that we could see gold a little bit of drop during the news. That could be a very good opportunity to buy. As you can see, there is a 20 period moving average, and with that 20 EMA, it has not been tested the 20 EMA yet. But what I think that once the price will come back down, if it does, that can give us a strong buying opportunity. And I would say that gold, I will not be thinking any kind of selling for now, as the long-term trend is bullish, and the price already has grabbed enough liquidity from this level. So basically this price now is very much prepared for another bullish move to the upside. So look at how we can find a trading opportunity. As you know that during all this news event, normally there are some always good trade comes in the news. So this is the news calendar. As you can see, at Thursday 19th, which is an hour later in Sydney time, it will be 19th, 12:30 a.m. there are 4 major news on USD pairs. So definitely the market will be very volatile. So with that in mind, we will be waiting for a good entry point, and if the trading opportunity arises during this live session, guys, we'll jump on a trade. Now just one thing I want from you guys, give a big thumbs up, everyone, please. It will help the stream to stay at the top of the search engine, and also give subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. So what we see that if we look at our TF strategy, we see that there is a possibility that there is in this zone, this is a buy zone, and with that buy zone we'll be looking for possible setup. So let's look at 1 hour chart, guys, to see how it is doing. Now from the 1 hour perspective also, we are seeing the same thing. There is an impulse narrow correction. Now this is this 1 hour candle, this, you know, there's this narrow doji. Also this is the previous resistance here, resistance here, resistance here, which is tested as support, and we have seen that this price in fact has rejected from here. So basically we have seen a retest of this previous resistance as support, and from this level we can we see basically the movement is happening. So what I'm waiting basically to have another retest of this previous resistance as support during the news, and if we see that, that will be a bit more high probability. And even if we see a penetration, okay, with this 20 EMA retest, will be an amazing trading opportunity. So let's see what happened. We'll look at one by one, and also guys, be patient for the news to be released. Before news we should not open any trade, but we'll look at all of them to see which one is best coming for us to, if there is any trades. Okay, so let me look at the chat, guys. Thank you very much. Sanvi, thank you for joining. Richard, hello sir, thank you. Sanvi, Gbpusd, yeah, absolutely, look at it. Kanayat, good morning coach from Chicago, thank you Kanayat. About gold last night at 80.90, wow, that you got a good entry then, that's amazing. Still going up, thanks for your assistance and your time. Very good Kanayat. That's what it is. You know, that if you believe you can do it, that's the main, you know, main thing. So you're doing very well, amazing. Sean, what is news? When is news? So news is around 53 minutes from now. This is the news calendar. This time according to Sydney time at 12:30 a.m. there are 4 major news coming up. So we see, okay, so GBP CAD, what's your thought? So let's look at now some other pairs. Before I jump onto GBP CAD, let's first look at GBPUSD. They're almost in a similar way. Now what we see that GBPUSD also has a big jump from here. After grabbing liquidity, we have seen a big jump. So let's do a full multi-time frame analysis on GBPUSD to see in fact where we can find suitable trading opportunity. First of all, monthly. Now why do I look at monthly? You see that sometimes those who are, you know, looking at my analysis probably not so long, then you probably see that most of the time I look at monthly and then go to the weekly, daily. So this basically, it's called a top-down approach. So from top to bottom, or multi-time frame approach. So this is the best way to, you know, understand the market movement. You know, multi-time frame is really you know, magical once you understand it. How many of you still not sure about multi-time frame analysis? I might release a video this weekend about more in-depth understanding of how you can approach multi-time frame, how you can find trading opportunity from multi-time frame analysis. Make sure guys, you know, subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out. Let me know in the chat in the meantime how many of you are not sure about how to do the multi-time frame analysis. So from the multi-time frame analysis, we see that GBPUSD, this is the monthly candle, and we have seen that back to back quite a few months series of higher low has been created. And this is the monthly doji. You can see that this doji that has support here, okay, and the price has broken this support, okay, and then created an overextended market. Probably guys, previously I have mentioned, many of you keep in mind that when a market trending, see, this is the unique, what I can say, that lesson and educational content you will find only in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. No one can tell you these things because these are, you know, self-learned, self-taught from observation. So no one will give you this information. See, when you see like this, let's say a doji. Okay, keep in mind this one thing might make a big change in your trading. Keep in mind. So let's say a doji. Okay, no matter time frame, either monthly, weekly, daily, even 4 hours, 55 minutes, doesn't matter. So this is a doji. Now if the trend is up, if you see the major trend is up, now when you see a doji either red or green and the price break that doji, okay, break the low of this doji, keep in mind, in case if you see that price has broken the low of the doji, and then after breaking the low of the doji, once you see that in this zone there is a reversal pattern, that's a high probability, for very high probability, that this price will reverse from here if it is against the trend. And this is where the multi-time frame plays a big role to understand, in fact, why it is you need to look at the monthly. Because when you see, let's say, a monthly doji like this one on Gbpusd and the price has broken down but the trend is up, if you see, let's say, a reversal pattern on the 1 hour chart or 4 hour chart, that's a very high probability good trading setup will give you a big profit from the market. And that's how the professional traders make money from the market, guys. Keep in mind, being professional trader, being profitable trader means that you know when to buy and when not to buy. That is the key points. Okay, so it is important that you take notes of this, the thing that I'm mentioning is. So what you see that here, the same thing, there is a long bearish candle. Okay, you see the same thing that I mentioned, the price has broken the high of this doji, okay, created an overextended market, so the trend was down. Keep in mind what I talk about, the trend is very important. If the trend is up, it's, this theory may not be applicable, sometime you will find it, but when it goes against the trend, so, and doji has been formed, the price has broken out of the doji, and then look at this, what happened, big move. This is the monthly candle, it's a big giant move. The same thing is repeated, it's kind of inverted head and shoulder. You can see that's a sign that there will be a big move on Gbpusd. Okay, and with that overextension, the price has reverted back from here. Now why, even, you know, that if we didn't take a trade from here, but still this information is very helpful, is because once you see this, you know that this market is preparing for a bigger move, and that is where you can find best trading opportunity possible. So let's look at now weekly perspective on British pound US dollar. We see that after the previous weekly bullish candle, this week also the price is creating this another kind of middleman, not fully developed, but see there is still 2 days remaining for this weekly candle, but this price action is still bullish. So let's look at now daily. From the daily perspective, there is a, you know, there was a long consolidation during this low volatility period during the holiday time, and with that consolidation, what we have seen that the price has broken out with this impulse from the daily. This is the previous resistance turning support here on the daily, and we have seen that the price grabbed liquidity from here, created this long middleman, and then back to back couple of days retracement indicated another impulse now. So this price we see that is moving with a very strong momentum, and to find an opportunity, let's look at how we can now find an entry opportunity on British pound US dollar. Now for me, what I would look at, couple of things. As you know that this market is strongly bullish. First thing, as the news is coming, in case if we see that during the news the price is here, okay, where you see back to back two dojis and a weekless candle, that will be a very good place for buying opportunity. One probability. Another probability, if the price didn't reach there, then we will be waiting for a doji to be formed, and based on how the price action is forming, we'll decide when we can trade. But no trading against the trend. I only will look for possible bullish setup on GBP USD. Okay, hopefully that you understood it, guys. Thank you very much. Okay, can you explain the effect of PPI? Yeah, absolutely. Rezi will talk about it. Madame, hi from Malaysia. Thank you very much, Madame, for joining. Hi, Coach NZD CAD. What's your analysis? We'll look at it. So, CAD pairs. Rizwan, good day, Coach. Rizwan, thank you. Hi, Tanmoy, thank you very much. Okay, so let's look at now. There's a question. Can you explain the effect of PPI? So that's an important question. Let's look at it. Okay. Okay, so any kind of news I'll first explain the theoretical aspect, and then we'll look at how we look at this kind of news announcement from the fundamental perspective. Now, PPI, when let's say this is a forecast, so if you're completely beginner, then it's not synchronized. Okay, so any kind of price movement, okay, so this is first, if you're completely beginner, let me explain how these things work. You see that the forecast, so basically there's a forecast here for the results, and like this one here, the actual the same as the forecast, so there is not much difference. But look at this one here, the forecast was minus 8.7, but the result was way smaller than the forecast. So when this happened, normally better than the forecast is good for currency, worse than the forecast is bad for currency. This is anyone can understand. So that's why when the news is released, you'll see that it reflects on the price action. But the question is, when the news is released, then it's released, right? Everyone knows about it. Everyone knows that the news is released, including you and me, and that's gone, right? There's nothing you can do about it. The price is volatile, the market moved, you can't take any trade. So to take the full advantage of this kind of news, is there's only one way, is to understand how it will affect before the news will be released. Now, as a retail trader, being honest, we can't guess, right? No one knows about it. No one even, no one can, what I can say, no one can, it's insider stuff, okay? It's not even legal to know. So basically then how we approach from our Forex Trading Wizard Academy to trade this kind of news is, if you look at, let me give you an example on this. Yesterday also we talked, let's talk more about it. You see that the price action is forming. So what happened is that after long observation, what we have seen, that when there is a news announcement, let's say GBP news is coming, which released 6 p.m. okay, and then USD coming at 12:30 p.m. So if we marry GBP and USD, we find GBP USD, right? So what will happen is that GBP USD before news announcement, let's say 24 to 48 hours earlier, the price behave in a very predictable pattern, which has been seen after long observation. Okay, so that pattern is what we considered in a strategy that we have in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Student can learn it, is to read that pattern and then find a very high probability trade setup based on the and that is only the strategy that you can get anywhere. I never seen that any strategy used in retail trading that consider this kind of phenomena into account. If any one of you can let me know, but I have never seen. So this is the unique ability you'll get in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Let me turn on our TF strategy. This is the indicator. It's not an indicator, it's the strategy translated into a Pine script. That is where you see this buy signal exactly, and it's available for all the lifetime students in our academy. So this is the thing that you see, this is what is giving us exact entry point according to that rules of that strategy. So this is what I can say about PPI or any kind of news announcement. And as I mentioned, that other than this, the only thing you can know is when the news is being released, then it's gone, right? And then you can learn from it, or if you are very lucky, if you open a trade, either it will go wrong, right, like in a normal way. So this is what I can say. Let's jump on to the real analysis now. In the meantime, guys, if you want to learn more about that strategy, that unique strategy, and also have access to this TF strategy indicator, I will I'll invite you to visit the website. This is the first link in the description of this video. Go to the website, visit the website. There's a discount going on. You can join us to learn these strategies, all those including TF strategies and all this, and become a part of the great trading community where you learn our strategies and also trade with us every day and experience all the tools and for the rest of your life. So yeah, so this is about Gbpusd, which is pretty bullish. Let's see over time, we'll look at it, and if we find any trading opportunity in the meantime, guys, we'll be jumping on it. So let's go back to gold again, guys. We see that gold is basically strongly bullish. We see that let's look at monthly perspective. First of all, we see that from the monthly point of view, gold is the long-term bull market, no doubt about it. You can see starting from here, there's a big bullish move happen, and I think that this market is still, there is a high probability to go, and it could even create a long wick candle like that, so that's what happened when you see that a market, that nearing this kind of zone, it has a spike, and that spike sometime take you to the top. Okay, so gold market could give a big spike because this market it has a big momentum. Okay, can anybody let me know why most of the time, let's say this market in these three candles, these three candles, what are the signs you look at that this market is high momentum? That is in fact a very good point that you should look at when you are trading. See, trading is not all about one strategy or two strategy or five strategies some guru might be teaching you and then you make money. No, it's all about strategy and observation. Observation is the key factor in trading. Patience, and then observe. More of observing, less of trading. That is the key of being profitable. So with that, that in this 3 monthly candle, I know that many of you have watched my analysis, but I want an answer from you. In these 3 candles on the monthly, what are the points or observation that you need to look at to see in fact they are highly bullish? I want to know in the chat. I'm focusing on chat to see. USD, I'm looking at it. Please can you explain doji formed in lower time frame? Okay, very good, Simon. Very good question. I'll jump on it very soon. NZD carry, absolutely. Show me the chart. I'll tell you. Okay, good day, coach. Thank you. Large candles. Yep, 1 point. Very good, Mary. What can Okay, very good. Bull candles are larger than the bear candles. Very good point. I mean to happen. Okay. Please. Okay, we'll look at it. Okay, so I saw that many of you responded, and that's a good point. That guys, what you mentioned. So let me give you a little more clue on top of this. See these candles, okay, monthly. All right, that has a week, a lot of weeks. Some area you'll see this kind of candle. You see that long weeks, but look at these 3 candles. Especially when you are looking at, let's say, a bullish market, always look at the bottom. You know that. See the bottom. What happened? There is almost no weeks. There is no week. There's a gap and no week at all. So why bottom is important in a bull market or top is important in a bear market is because, yeah, very good, thank you, amazing. Yeah, very good points. Yeah, that's true, thank you, that's good. Well, I see that, very good points. Look, this is the thing that, so when you look at the bottom, what you see that there is almost, this one has a little bit of, there's no week. So why it is so important is because it's a battle between buyers and sellers. So no week means there is no effort from the sellers. Okay, so when the monthly open, as soon as open, there was a lot of buying happen, panic buying, you can say. Everyone wants to buy, so that means that there is a lot of demand for this instrument in that level. So those who bought, that pushed that price high. You got it. But if you had, let's say, a long week like that, okay, if it grabs liquidity, that's a different thing. But a long week normally represent that there was an effort from the seller. So this is why it is so powerfully stronger. You see that? And because it's very strong, we can expect probably another candle or a long week candle from the even monthly perspective. So then we can keep in our mind that this market is long-term bullish. So we'll see that the market is heading to the upside. If we look at weekly, so the same thing we can see from the weekly perspective on gold is there's a big impulse, and then we see that there's a long, the sellers tried to push the price low, but instead we see that this market is going up. Okay, so the market, we see that from the weekly, monthly and daily, that there is a big bullish momentum. Now this is the daily chart, okay, where we can see that from the daily perspective, 2 impulse, there is one here correction, there is one here correction, and now it is in another impulsive phase. Okay, and in the second impulse, we have seen that from Fibonacci level there was a significant retracement. Now the price is heading to the upside. So we see this is the reason that why I come from daily, monthly, weekly and then go there, is because so that you can have time to think to either to buy and sell. It's a big decision to make when you are trading, either to buy and sell. And the reason we need to look at the multi-time frame analysis and the trend is because just to look to understand the market structure, the trend, see, not only the market structure, the trend, and when the starting of the trend, when the end of the trend, also very important. So this is starting of another impulse, so it's very important. So looking at lower time frame for entry on gold, we see that this, you can see this market now, the news is coming on just 30 minutes later, and we see that after this bullish engulfer, now the price slowly pulls are going. But what I'm expecting for this price to come back down again, to probably to test this 20 MA, and then to give us a possible inverted head and shoulder, then we can expect for going long on gold. Okay, so bullish. I'll not be thinking of selling unless I see a very that unusual movement. Okay, good afternoon from Nigeria. Thank you very much. What do you think about CHFJPY? I'm good, thank you very much. Sell or buy? So gold bullish, so basically buy, but we are not entering a trade. If gold pull back due to PPI, is it a buying opportunity or no? I think that there will be buying opportunity. I don't see any so far. There is no probability for change of trend on gold. It's still the market structure is valid, trend is valid, so I think that I'll not be a seller on gold, because you see that this market is in fact a very strongly bullish. Okay, unless we see a very strong breakdown and reversal, we still can consider gold to be bullish. Okay, okay, GBP CAD, we see that again very strongly bullish market. Looking at monthly, okay, so we see that from monthly perspective, GBP CAD has a very strong liquidity grab from this level. Okay, looking at weekly, what we see that from the weekly perspective, GBP CAD, previous week there was a green candle. This week the price after little retracement is going up. So basically you can see there is a big impulse on the weekly on GBP CAD, has retraced significantly. Now it is in another impulsive phase. So GBP CAD in a very strong momentum as well. If we take our Fibonacci from low to the high, we see that the price, you see, has exactly retraced 38.2 to 50%, and then closed above 38.2%, going up. It's a sign that is strong momentum. If we look at daily, where we see that a nice looking inverted head and shoulder has been formed from the daily time frame, and with that, this is the sign that the price change this local downtrend to uptrend, so merging with the global uptrend, and very high probability that basically GBP CAD will continue to go up. So if we look at this lower time frame price action, what we see that so if we take this channel here, okay, So you see that basically this is the structure. There has been double bottom here, has broken out and then created this channel, again has broken out, corrected to the previous resistance turn support. Now the price has created another movement. So for GBP CAD is very strongly bullish, and I think that it will be almost heading to this resistance level or even breaking this. For me, for entry, what I need that this price to come back for a deeper retracement, and then we can expect for the price to continue to go up. So we can find an entry opportunity on the retest or after little retracement. So this is GBP CAD is in fact highly bullish. NASDAQ, Euro dollar, yeah, NZD CAD. What's your thought? You look at it. Simon, my question, sir. Okay, so the question was here from Simon is can you explain doji formed in lower time frame? So your question was Simon, I need a bit more clarification. Was the question was, can you explain doji formed in lower time frame, the from bigger time frame? So what do you mean by this? Both are doji. One is lower time frame doji, the other one is higher time frame doji. So then what's the exact question? I still not sure. Let me know again, please. Continuation pattern 3 candle. Amazing, thank you. Euro AUD, please look at it. I'll look at JPY, Anisha. Can we have a look at Euro CAD? Thanks, no problems. NZD CAD, NZD USD. Okay, so we'll look at all of them. Okay, let's find out CAD pairs, Euro CAD and NZD CAD and NZD USD. Looking at NZD USD, so basically all of them like GBP USD, NZD USD, all of them is basically bullish. Now you can see that there is a big with this doji, NZD USD has big impulse, right? It's big impulse. Now the news is coming up in 20 minutes. What I think that the price might come little bit down for a deeper retracement, but this is a bullish market. Now as you can see on NZD USD as well, there was big impulse and then long consolidation grabbing liquidity and then has gone up. See, these two candles during the news was a big liquidity grab, and we see that from that zone there was a big buying happen. Okay, but we see that you look at the long week of this candle, and almost from half of the long week we have seen another one has gone up, and basically this liquidity grab on NZD USD has given the higher probability for this price to continue to go. So this is why you can say that NZD USD basically is moving up. Okay, So NZD-USD including AUD-USD, okay, the same way we see that there was a big bullish candle, and then the price came to that level, this order block, previous resistance turn support exactly from that level. We have seen that AUD-USD again has formed another bullish candle. I think that in the similar way, AUD-USD, if we see again another drop for a deeper retest of this level, we can find bullish trading opportunities. So all the USD pairs, so basically if I, let's say, summarize on USD pair and gold, what we see that DXY is still dropping and all the USD pairs is getting stronger. Looking at DXY before news will really help us. Let's look at DXY. Now DXY, guys, for me, you can see that there is a, first of all, this gap opening, and then a lonely green candle is basically a clean manipulation. It's a false breakout from this resistance. This is what happened on over and over in the market, and that manipulation in fact has given a very good trading opportunity. Okay, so when you see this kind of manipulation, it's a sign that the market prepared for further drop. And after this kind of bearish engulfer, we have seen another narrower candle on DXY, so which is also bearish. Now feeling that week, what I will be really happy to open a good sell position on any USD pairs when DXY will hit, now will break this high, which is one probability during the news, to break this high and to grab liquidity from this 20 EMA and then to drop. This will be a very good place for potential setup on DXY. So with that in mind, we can reflect it on euro dollar in the same way. We see that euro dollar basically has come to the level where exactly the price tested this previous, see that exactly the previous resistance here, okay, resistance here, which is turning support here, support here, support here, and also acted here as a support, which is, you can see that very important level. And with that zone, what we see that basically the price, there was a double bottom has been formed, the price has broken to the upside, and this is a pure liquidity grab, and this level that we have done is very important. So what I think that euro dollar upon news release, if we see a clean retest of this level, we might be able to open buy position on this one as well. So if we look at bigger picture from the daily, we see that euro dollar, in fact today so far there has been significant movement. What I will be expecting on euro dollar for the price to a bit to come back down again for a deeper retracement, and then we can expect a bigger move on euro dollar. So basically the price action, this is the daily. As you know that daily is very important price action, that I really give a lot of weight on daily price action, because this is where many traders open positions. Daily chart is the most traded time frame, which has, with in terms of volume, okay, there is a lot of volume comes on daily chart. So what we can see that with that, when the price was going up with this daily, I can say, pattern with this structure, what we have seen that there was a breakdown and created a double bottom, and then again with this bullish engulfer, the price was creating series of higher high and higher low. Okay, so this is in fact huge movement correction. Now it is in another impulsive phase. So today's daily candle on euro dollar, what we have seen that there has been already a bullish candle form. Now to take that move, the starting of that impulse, what we need is this candle to give us a potential entry opportunity. At the same time, guys, keep in mind that sometimes reversal also happen exactly in the same way. You could see that even a reversal like that or a drop to this level and then going up, this is all possible, right? The reason what I'm saying is, you see there is a double bottom on the daily, and this is the resistance of the double bottom turning support here, has not been tested yet. So then how will know? Look at again lower time frame to see how the price action is forming, will determine in fact it is coming for a deeper retracement or going up. Thank you, Basil. Eurocad, absolutely. Kamal, not yet. We haven't set any trade on gold. We'll look at it. We'll look at it. Okay, Simon, the question is, mean doji formed on 5-minute time frame and doji formed on 4-hour time frame. What's the difference? So basically the difference is that, look, the time frame is the matter, not the doji. So when you see a doji formed on the 4-hour in a very important level, will have more power, okay, than the doji on the 5 minutes. So the difference, the big difference is that, for example, let's say you found a doji on the 4-hour, okay, like that. In a, let me show you in the real chart, let's say this euro dollar 4-hour, and then you found a doji here, okay. There's quite a few dojis here, okay. Let's assume that this one, which is a very powerful doji. Now this doji carries a lot of value, a lot of weight in it. Why? Because this doji has a full session's volume in it. Try to understand what I'm saying. It has, let's say, a half day volume, and most of the time you will see that the half day basically represents a day worth of volume. The reason is, big boy, let's say banks, for example, when the market opens in Sydney in the morning, right? Now Australian banks will place their order in, most of the time you will see that before lunch, right? They place their order, and that candle, okay, will have huge volume, okay, in the first session, and probably later you don't, that next candle may not have that much of volume in it, right? So that is why that candle has a huge volume. But at the same time, if you look at this 5 minutes doji, now what you could see, if you break that down, this doji, let's say you break that, you have broken that down, let's assume that, go to the 5 minutes and see what happened here. Where is this? Yeah, so this 4-hour doji that we have seen, there are so many 5 minutes candle inside this 4-hour candle, you saw it. So now what's happening is that, let's say this doji here, or this doji, or these dojis, okay. So what's the difference? Difference is that probably this zone, or let's say this zone, probably has all the volume that you see on the 4-hour candle. Okay, I'm explaining again. Let's say all those candles in one 4-hour candle, right? But that 4-hour candle is in fact a doji. But if you look at 5 minutes, let's say this 5 minutes candle, okay, which is let's say 20 minutes, may have around 90% volume of that one 4-hour candle. All the rest maybe 10%, probably could be. I'm just trying to explain. It will not be exact that ratio, but what I'm saying that this in that 20 minutes period of time, probably some big boys put a big order on the market. So that is why these dojis may not carry that much values than the 4-hour you have seen. That's the big difference between 4-hour candles and 5 minutes candle. Okay, now dojis are very powerful, especially when you look at, as I mentioned, that higher time frame, 4-hour and daily. Okay, and you can see that all the candles that is giving trade alert with doji is, let me show you. Let's say this one on NZD/USD. Okay, you can see where the buy signals in most of the time they are dojis. This one is a very powerful bullish price action. You can see from here there is a big impulse happen, and that's a big doji. Okay, so this one is what it is, that doji. You can see all those dojis are, you know, respected, which is very powerful stuff. Let me know more, many of you, how you think about the dojis, about the time frame. Doji is one of my favorite trading, you know, that price action that I look for trading, because it gives you a very narrow stop loss with a good high probability return. In the meantime, guys, you can see on the screen that our trade, they are regulated by SEC and many other areas. They are giving us, all the subscribers and followers of Forex Trading Wizard Academy, 40% welcome bonus. So you can find a link in the description area, and also there is a link shared on the chat area. You can open an account with them, use a code the code is given on the description area also, to be entitled for the bonus, but you have to be in an eligible country for that bonus. So you can find a link in the description, open an account with them if you're looking for a broker. That's how you find a good broker, and also you're helping us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, and thank you for your help. So let's look at Mansuki. Okay, NASDAQ. Let's look at NASDAQ now. We'll look at it, how it is doing the indices. Okay, looking at NASDAQ, first of all, monthly. All right, monthly, as I mentioned before, NASDAQ is bullish. Okay, after the previous monthly close, as I read, we saw that this month the price just have created a higher low and then has gone up from here. So what I think that this market, with the, you know, with the bullish move with gold and all other instrument, I think the NASDAQ also will continue to go up, and it might even go, you know, continue to go up a lot. And there's a probability, because the support is, the price came to the support and there is a big gap remaining. Looking at weekly, this is reflected with this doji with the gap opening, big long bullish move, and now the price is now going up with this gap open. And I think that you see there is a long weekly candle, a big candle, and high probability that this zone will be tested. Okay, this long week candle has not been tested yet. Looking at daily perspective, we see it's a continuation of trend, and this is a sign that the market is in a big bullish momentum. Starting from here, you see there is a big bullish trend, little correction, now it is in another impulse, and the price grab liquidity from here. What we see that with this big movement and little correction, now you see the price has gone up again. So what I think that this price high probability that will reach this level. Okay, there is a long wick candle and we can expect bullish. Now looking at lower time frame price action, what we see, the NASDAQ, basically the price was moving with a bullish trend, right, with this channel, and yeah, the price is going up. But for entry, especially, you know, NASDAQ and US30, I really love to see some false breakout, which is very important for me. You see that especially in indices, I never open a trade without seeing a false breakout. Okay, I don't know, the US30 and especially NASDAQ, they always move like that. Okay, that is why it is so important for me to see at least one candle created a false breakout on an important level, and then I enter the trade. This is because, guys, the liquidity is very important when the price moves, and when the price create a false breakout, normally the price moves the other direction with higher speed. Okay, now the question is, why does this happen? Can anybody let me know in the chat? And this will really change your trading style, trust me. Let's say the market like this, okay, either in a sideway or in a trend, suddenly you have seen that, let's say, a breakout of this support and then closed back above. Okay, created a false breakout like that. Now this market normally moves or breaks the other direction and goes on and on. Can anybody let me know why this happened? Why the price normally in most cases goes opposite direction of false breakout? Then I'll explain. Okay, thank you. Look at, okay, so we are almost coming near the news announcement, news release. What about AUD, and NZD? Yeah, absolutely. Boss, do every doji on the higher time frame is opportunity for buying? And no, not at all. So if you see a doji, it doesn't mean that it's a buying opportunity. So but doji as a price action pattern is very powerful. Okay, a doji, it's like a other price action candle. Doji means like indecision, right? So normally what doji does is that when the price breaks out from doji, it creates a big momentum. That's what happened, because when you see a doji, probably you didn't enter a trade, and it creates a new momentum. I'll show you after the news announcement what do I mean by this. When you see a doji and then the price moves with a bigger momentum, is because of I'll show you in the real chart, then you'll understand. Okay, so we saw that in the news, big bullish move happened. We saw that gold did the same thing. Okay, so let's look at the result on the news. You see that? So we see that weakness in dollar. So the result is basically getting further weakening in the dollar. So what do you see? Core PPI, same, but core retail sales a bit less than a forecast. PPI also way less than forecast. Retail sales also less than forecast. We see that weakness in dollar. So that really gives a good move for the gold and other USD pairs. See, this is what I was talking about earlier today, guys. You see that this result, now we see after the result what you see. Now let me show you the real thing that you really need to know. Now what we have seen that on the release of the result is that gold, all the USD pairs, so USD is weakened, right? Now once this result release, now look at this is the GBP USD price action. See, the price is here, right? This is where you have seen the result of the, what I can say, the price you have seen. But in fact, let me turn on the, you see the real trade is here. Okay. This one also a good trade might come later, but what if you can enter here, which is, you see the buy signal. Now look at how many sessions before it was giving an idea that the price is going to go up. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, so which is around 7:36 hours earlier, you see. So as I mentioned that we can read that pattern from 24 to 48 hours earlier than the news release, and that is the real thing that you can find in Forex Trading Wizard Academy that I mentioned. So this is a huge thing. As you can see, what do you see that now it in fact has broken out. Look, if you look at the daily, this is the daily price action. Already there has been a movement. We need to see that where will be the best place for entering a trade. So let's look at first all the pairs. Okay, USD, I'm just looking at all of them, guys, to see in fact how they have impacted the price action. So this is USD CAD. Okay, we see that US30 and NASDAQ that showing slowly bullish momentum. So I see that gold price is very nicely bullish, okay, which is showing a very strong bullish momentum on gold. In all of them, I see that AUD, USD, gold, okay. From the 1 hour perspective, let's go to the 15 minutes on gold. Okay, now we see some downward movement. Let's see if we can find. Okay, we see that on the 15 minutes, gold has formed a bullish candle. So what we can do, guys, we can open a very short term scalping trade on gold. Okay, so with a tight stop loss, the stop loss below this low, take profit 1 on 1, right? So we'll be buying gold. Let me look at first 1 hour perspective. Yeah, okay, so this candle on 15 minutes is closing, so we'll be buying at 1917.9. okay, I'm gonna open, and also I'll send the same one to the students. Okay, we see that some bearish movement. It's good for us that okay, so 1 second, let's wait to see how it is doing. 1 moment, I wanna see how this candle is closing. We might see yeah, okay, so we'll be opening buy position, gold buy market at 1918.4, so at market is very volatile. Sometimes might be difficult to find the exact entry, but what I would say that okay, got a good move. Okay, so the 15 minutes candle basically is bullish. It's a quick trade to, okay, you can extend your profit target a little bit if you want. Okay, so gold has given a very strong bullish price action on 15 minutes. Okay, any one of you have opened the trade gold? Keep in mind, guys, everything in this channel that we are doing is only for educational purpose. I recommend only to open in a demo account so that you can learn. It's only to help you to learn and grow as a trader. So you see there is a quick trade on gold, and I'll explain the strategy what I have used so that you can learn it. Okay, so you see the movement to the upside. Very good. Well done. Good job. Okay, so we think that we will be hitting the TP. Mine one also going in profit. Yeah. It's good to have some making some money, isn't it? Keep in mind, guys, everything we are doing here is only for educational purpose, just to help you to learn and grow as a trader. So we see that this is the 5 minutes chart, the candle open with a gap, and we can expect a move. Okay, very good. Very good. Well done. Okay, now it's forming a doji. Do not move. I think that you can, depends on if you did not, if you have a big lot, then move your yeah, very good. Yeah, okay, I think it's hitting the stop. Take profit, not a stop loss. Okay, so okay, hit the TP target, hit mine. Yep, got it. So your gold hit TP target. So just quick scalping. I think it will continue to go up. if anyone wanna hold the trade, you can hold it. So yeah, that's how it is. Now, as I mentioned, that you see, my goal in Forex Trading Wizard Academy to help as many traders as possible. That's why, guys, give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Okay, and also don't forget to join the free Telegram channel, also link in the description area, where I always place all the updates and educational content. And also, if any live trade, the one that you already gold, this one hit profit target, but if any trade is still running anytime, as you know that we frequently open live trade as well, we all the update is posted on the free Telegram channel. You can find a link in the description. So, and at the same time, if you want to learn our strategies, how we trade gold and many other instrument, so that you can trade it by yourself to become an independent, professional, profitable trader, there is a link in the description area. You can visit the website and join us. To become an independent, professional, profitable trader. And also, you will be part of this great trading community. We have a big team where everyone in the VIP chat group, everyone is extremely helpful, helping each other. And you need, in fact, an environment to become, a trader. It is important that you associate with the people. This is the main thing that, when I started trading, I struggled a lot to not to find anyone who is in fact knows trading, and that's a big drawback that I had. And when you go to any successful people, everyone will tell that you put yourself first on the environment. It is said that you will be average of 5 people you hang out or mix with, where you can find 5 traders, so. And even if you go to a random place where there is a, let's say, trading group, probably may not find that much of support when you have an organized way. So yeah, that is how it is. So we had a good starting of the day with a gold trade on it. So now let me explain in fact what caused me, as I mentioned earlier today, that we have a specific strategy in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy to trade this kind of news candles. Now what do you see that gold, you can see there is in fact early today I have posted analysis on YouTube and TradingView. You have seen that this is what exactly I mentioned, and this is what exactly, guys, I opened. So basically, how did I did that? Let me do the full analysis again, because when you have a trade that is losing or winning, you need to investigate that trade, so that next time what is working you can double up, what is not working you can find out and learn from it. It said that there is no failures, but grow or learn, like that. There is something not going wrong, find out what's the reason and learn from it. When something working, you can compound it. So looking at that, what we see that basically there is, this is the channel on gold. Okay, this is the basically a bull flag that I mentioned starting from here. Okay, there's a movement and then the price created this. Okay, so when you see a big uptrending market, okay, and with that uptrend the price create a bull flag, and from that bull flag what we have seen that the price just has broken out of this bull flag to the downside, okay, to this level of support, and then has again rebirth back, broken to the upside. It's a sign that this market will trend in this direction, and this is merging with the long-term uptrend, which is very, very important. So yeah, this is how, like, when you see this kind of pattern completed, especially if you see this kind of bull flag or any kind of, you know, like the continuation pattern like this one, I explained in many of my videos. And when you see the price, let's say, grab liquidity from here, and then the price, you know, started, in that case you'll see most case the price will continue to go up. So this is a continuation pattern with this impulse and then bull flag, price grab liquidity and then started to push up. Okay, yeah, so let me see, let me know how many of you was on the trade. Okay, very good. Okay, thank you. Awesome. Profit already. Thank you, Happen. Oh, great job. Thank you. Amazing. Pranab. So gold next trade resistance, sir. So basically we don't see any significant resistance on gold. I think that gold will continue to go up. Nice to have profit. Thank you. No problems. Amazing. Been trading for 2 years. Oh, very good. Got profit in last 2020. Very good. Thank you. Short on GU. No, I don't think good idea to short on GU. Bought 1916, close 9. Very good. Amazing. Amazing. Thanks million. No problems. Amazing. But thank you. Good job. Thank you, boss. God bless you. Very good. Thanks. No problems, Muhammad Mamin. Okay, so that's like this, that basically trading from the, you know, the right place. So if you look at like the 15 minutes time frame here on what we see, that in this 15 minutes time frame there is a big bullish, giant bullish engulfer has been formed. That's a very important candle that lead us to open a trade. Now when you see this kind of bullish engulfer that has a long wick at the bottom, long wick at the top, this is a very high probability trade setup with a healthy body, because the trend is to the upside. Okay, and the price grabbed liquidity from here and created this price actions, which is very important to look at this kind of price action, especially when you see the price has crossed the previous one's low and then closed as a long wick at the top. So this long wick basically represents a correction of this movement. So when it corrected, there is a high probability that there will be another movement, and that's how you can find high probability trade setup. Okay guys, so let's look at dollar yen. Now looking at dollar yen, what we have seen there, so you see a candle close, guys. Let's look at all of them to see in fact how the candle closed. Just looking at all of them. Okay, we see the dollar CAD, only dollar CAD has gone the other direction. All the dollar pairs was, CAD is very stronger. That's what happened. You see all the instrument was stronger against dollar, except, oh no, that's fine. Yeah, that's only against CAD dollar is stronger. See that's really unusual because of the strengthening in CAD. I think that we might see now a move on dollar CAD. I'm just looking at all of them, guys, to see. Okay, EuroCAD. Okay, someone of you asked for EuroCAD. Now what I see that EuroCAD is forming another bullish price action. Okay, we see that according to on the daily time frame, according to our TF strategy, there's a buy signal on EuroCAD. Okay, on the daily. So from the intraday time frame, from the lower time frame, we see that basically EuroCAD, the previous resistance turning support. So this is there is a liquidity gap here on EuroCAD. You can see there is a double bottom and has broken to the upside. So this is the previous resistance here, turning support here, and with that liquidity gap, we have seen that EuroCAD now pushing up, and I think that after coming to this zone again, we might see another bullish move on EuroCAD. So I'm just looking at all of them. So the way DXY has formed is highly bearish. Okay, now AUD USD, looking at AUD USD, guys, we see that there is a middleman on AUD USD, and this price action also very strongly bullish. Okay, I'm just looking at all of them. So basically gold is what I see that very created a very nice looking price action. Now looking at daily on gold, okay, we need to look for more trading opportunity on gold. What I will do now, guys, is we have closed on every 15 minutes. I see that in all other instrument now it looks like that gold is showing a very clean price action. Gold and AUD USD both are same kind of price action. As you know that gold normally follows AUD USD. So looking at 4 hour on AUD USD, it formed a middleman. Now if you don't know what is a middleman, guys, probably I explained before, and let me, if you are new and didn't know it, so middleman is a price action or candlestick pattern that we explained firstly. So middleman is when you see especially the body is comparatively healthy, not like a doji. So the difference between doji and there's a big difference between doji and, so doji is when you see the body is very narrow and long wick like that. Okay, but in terms of middleman, you see that there will be comparatively healthy body, healthy wick at the bottom at the low. Now this candle, you will define middleman only when it will act as a retest candle from a reversal pattern or from a structure and a breakout candle. So if you closely look at it, you will see that this candle in fact just been tested in this previous resistance. So this is an, you see there was a liquidity gap here and then has broken to the upside, right? And the price came down to that level where there's a previous resistance zone here, turned support and created this middleman. Okay, so this is why it is a middleman. It's basically, if I visually represent, then what I can say that, let's say it's a man who is acting as a middleman between a structure and a trend. So basically when the price breakout from here, this middleman is connecting with this one, with the one that is trending. So you can see that this candle basically created a connection between this structure with the breakout from that structure. So basically middleman is a continuation pattern. We see that this price action now, high probability this price will continue to go up. Okay, so this is how you can understand it properly. If you want to know more about, there is also YouTube video explain all the roles of a middleman, and also we have a specific premium strategy that we teach our students in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. If you want to learn more about it, also you can find the link in the description area. You can visit us, join us to learn our strategies, trade with us like the one that we did every day in a private Telegram channel, and also be part of a big VIP groups to learn our strategies and to become an independent, professional, profitable trader. So let's see all the USD pairs. Just to review euro dollar, we see Gbpusd, and Gbpusd and AUD/USD are very strongly bullish than euro dollar. And the gold. Okay, I think USD CAD now will have a chance to drop. Okay, because this movement on dollar to the upside is only happening on dollar CAD. Okay, so which is very unusual, and we could see now a deeper drop. All right, so okay guys, let me know in the chat what you're up to. PPI lower, that not that way. Basically what happened is that PPI lower, any kind of, see how does this work. If you go to the, instead of like thinking in terms of inflation, let's say for example you click on this one and see what it says, how it will affect the currency. You'll see here usual effect, actual greater than forecast is good for currency. That is only the thing that you need to consider. Do not, if you like, if you analyze it in terms of inflation, if PPI lower, inflation higher, and then inflation higher, dollar, if you do that way, this will be sometime very confusing for you. So always you see that this is the only the thing that you need. Actual greater than forecast is good for currency. So it's simplest way you can understand it, so now actual, you see this one is actual, this one is forecast. So greater than forecast is good for currency. So let's say if it is 0.1, positive 0.1 could be very good for currency. So dollar strength. Now lower than forecast, okay, or smaller than forecast, so bad for currency. That means the dollar is weakened. Now in fact dollar is weaker, we saw that from long time ago, but it just fuel the price. Okay, fuel the price, and that's what we see the representation in the market. All right guys, so US30 please. Yeah, can you see EuroCAD in daily time frame? Okay, so let's look at US30. Okay, US30 comparison with other indices, a little bit of sideways, but is still bullish. Okay, what I think that you can see that US30 basically has broken down to this level where there is a long wick doji. This one is preparing for, I think that it is preparing for a bullish move. Okay, you can see that with this movement the price now consolidating and creating series of higher low, sign that the price will reverse from here, because as you can see gold is still bullish, dollar is still weaker, so US30 is still bullish. Okay, now we see there is a daily impulse here. Now this one corrected, now we can expect another impulse. If we take our Fibonacci for this move starting from here to the end of the move, we see the price is almost around 50% Fibonacci and then pushing to the upside. Okay, so you see that from the lower time frame perspective, US30 is creating a bullish move. Okay, so for me it's still not ready for bull, but once we'll see an impulse, then we can expect for having a good bullish trade. Okay, let's see what happens. I'll keep eye on all of them. Anyone look at, I'll just jump on a trade. Hey guys, I strongly believe that you guys enjoyed this live session. Okay, the next thing is that I'll be on it for the rest of the time to see if we can find, because my favorite now is three pairs that I will be mainly looking at is gold, AUD, USD, and GBP USD. These three pairs showing a very strong bullish move, and we see that there isn't, yeah, so the news is coming next week. So Europe and GBP, so next week is very volatile, as you can see, a big week coming up next week also. This week also very volatile, and the market will trend. Now you see after all the news release, the price has broken to the upside, it will be trending. So I'll even look at the lower time frame to see, guys, if any one of you trading in our VIP group, I'll be sending the trade, as I will not be on the live later today, and tomorrow I will come on live in the same time, guys. So make sure you subscribe to the channel, press that bell button so that you don't miss out anything. Thank you very much. No problems, Dolly, and today's thank you, Angelica, awesome. Yeah, thanks a lot, very good. Ethereum and Bitcoin, please. Okay, so quickly looking at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, we see that currently in some bullish move. Okay, we have seen that there is suddenly a spike on Bitcoin because of the, you see, the weakening dollar. So they are bullish. Okay, Bitcoin BTC is bullish, has broken all the resistance, and we might see some further bullish move on this one unless we see a breakdown. But the price in a very risky area, as the monthly bearish engulfer is broken. At any point we could see breakdown. So I'll say that based on, if you are an investor, that's a different, but if you're trading, then I'll say that just to observe, to see how it is reacting to the resistance, then we can see. I'll discuss more on tomorrow on this one as well. So with that in mind, guys, thank you very much for joining this live session, and also don't forget to join the free Telegram channel, and also check out the website. Anyone looking for regulated broker, also link in the description. You can find 40% welcome bonus with a regulated broker ever trade. If you're in an eligible country, you can claim that bonus. With that said, I'm ending this session. I really enjoyed with you guys. Hopefully you also enjoyed, and stay always managed, and I'll see you tomorrow in this live session.